I'm saying? And you still afforded all those fucking rights. That's why the police get so damn mad, because the nigga keep coming home. Quiet as kept.
Yeah, that's why she started throwing in red herrings, like, you know, they celebrating the man because they're celebrating the murderer. Like they know, she know that's not the angle, but that's
in America. It's fucking America, nigga.
Right. When that happened to him, nobody cared about his criminal history. It didn't matter what his criminal history was. Like, you don't do human beings like that, bro. That's not how the game works.
In America, right there, how the game go. Lucky Luciano. You know what I'm saying? Lock this nigga up, life sentence. Nigga wasn't coming home. This nigga control the ports. How the fuck? Yo, you know it's a criminal enterprise. He controlled the ports, right? Helped them out in World War II. They let that nigga out of jail. They celebrate criminality. Kennedy, gun, you know, the Kennedys was criminals. How your son ended up being the president? What money did you use?
Yeah.
Man, come on, dude. Oh, you know, that's like saying black kings sold their own people. God damn, really? How many?
Yeah, that's the angle. I was a little shocked at that angle, but I know how the game is played, though. I knew she was gonna go that route. You know what I'm saying? I knew she was gonna go that route with the argument. You know what I mean?
Oh man, come on, y'all.
So it makes it seem like, you know, they killed the wrong guy, but you know, he kind of deserved it because, you know, he wasn't an angel.
Yeah, that really?
You know what I'm saying? You know, you know what I mean? He was, to start saying shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, come on, dude. That man served time for everything he did, yo. You feel me? That nigga was a terrible criminal, yo. He ain't get away with shit.
No, 6'8". Everybody got your description. Big, tall nigga. 6'8".
Yeah, he too damn big to get away with some shit. Come on, yo. The hell? She starts spruiting out numbers. Really? Man, that is truly how you weaponize information, yo. That ain't even getting emotional. That's just the facts, man. You would never hear a conversation about you know, that's what they try to do in court, right? They try to discredit who you are. Well, he was a criminal, he wasn't a nice guy and all that. That's in court, nigga. Let me get the court first. Can I get the court before you say what's in my system? That's like they did my man, the dude with the hoodie. Hit him up with the head weed.
Oh yeah, Trayvon. Yeah, always.
What the hell do we got to do with that man getting shot?
Soften him up. So you think like he may not have committed a crime this time, but he did do something, and it's just to stick us on the roost.
So we got him.
Yeah, finally got caught. You know what I'm saying? He finally got caught up doing all that bad shit. Finally, all it caught up to him. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man. Yeah, you got me. I ain't gonna let you talk about this, CK. We live.
You know you deleted that previous show, right?
No, I didn't.
It ain't here.
It's coming. I ain't delete that.
Oh, okay. My mistake, man.
Uh-oh, don't scare me like that. I could definitely go it again.
Yeah, you fucking up.
Oh man, did it? Oh. What channel? Yeah, so all right. Hey, Truth, you said you wanted to say something?
Yeah, bro. I had a pretty interesting week.
Okay.
Y'all know last weekend, right? When we ended the show, they was doing the protests in DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go down there because I'm like, really, I'm staying in PG right now. So I'm like maybe 15, 20 minutes away from the White House. So I shoot down there and I'm proud of white people right now because it was white people just going dumb hard. Like they was really fighting the police, like hitting them in the face. I'm talking about hands was getting thrown, everything. So, but this is what I really want to talk about. I want to talk about these infiltrators though, because this is the night that I first noticed it. I'm out there and I'm watching. There's people dressed in all black. They running up and they busting up bricks onto the concrete. You see what I'm saying? And they're trying to tell people pick up the bricks and throw it at the police. But notice they don't never pick up the bricks themselves.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? They don't throw nothing. They smash the bricks and then they run off. You know what I mean? Trying to get other people to do it. That's when I first noticed. I was like, who the fuck is these people? You feel me? They maced me that night too. They maced the fuck out of me.
There you go.
But I knew going down, anytime you go down there to a situation like that, you got to expect to get maced. You see what I'm saying? And another thing is, yo, we ain't ready for no war. A lot of people talking about rebellion and all this shit. Y'all niggas, a lot of people ain't ready. I'm sitting here trying to tell you, they was throwing little flashbangs, little smoke bombs, and everybody was running. How we going to win the war if your whole front line run as soon as they start banging? You see what I'm saying? People ain't really into a war type of event. You know what I mean? They just think it is. They think it's TV.
I was at the one downtown Atlanta, right? And I'll tell you what, now, no white boys, Antifa, oh, they ain't running, bro. They with.
No, they ain't Antifa though. I found out who they is. I caught one of them in Baltimore.
Some of what? ACAB. There's another one that got the ACAB out there that call all cops.
I'm gonna tell you who they is. I'm gonna tell you exactly who they is. I'm telling you, I caught one. I got first person experience. I'm telling you who they is.
I'm just telling you
white nationalists.
Part of the Bigelow boys.
It's a group called Identity Europe.
Yeah, there's another group out there too called the Boogaloo Boys.
I don't know about the Boogaloo Boys. I know who we caught in Baltimore because when I seen it on Friday, right? I went down to the protest on Saturday in Baltimore, and I started noticing the same people out there throwing bottles and everything. I actually hit one of them in the mouth on Saturday because we was trying to have a little peaceful protest, and these dudes out here really trying to cause a riot. So I noticed it on Saturday. So come Monday, we had that big protest. So that's when I put the post out into Baltimore Crime and Homicide and told everybody, if y'all see these people out here, we got to protect our city. Because if we choose to burn the city down, I agree. If Baltimore was to choose to burn the city down, that's our choice. But I don't want these outsiders coming and making the decision for me. You see what I'm saying? So I put out the post and letting everybody know, just keep an eye out for these people. You see what I'm saying? So we get down there, mind you, we was carding everybody. People was getting carded. If they was throwing stuff, people was throwing people out the crowd, everything. But what happened was they started throwing fireworks at the police. The dudes that was dressed in all black, they started throwing fireworks at the police, and we actually caught one of them. And the one we caught, he turned out to be a white nationalist. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And the thing is, they have infiltrated this. You see what I'm saying? What they wanted to do was cause a race war. They knew we was going to get attacked by the police for them doing this shit. You see what I'm saying? They knew we was going to ride like in other cities like they did. And they was trying to antagonize it so the police can start shooting us and we can start attacking back, and some type of big race war was supposed to happen. I'm just glad we stopped it in Baltimore, though. We stopped that. They ran them up out of here.
Like, don't see Antifa, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't Antifa. It's not Antifa. It's white nationalists. The group that was in Baltimore was Identity Europe.
Yeah, I got you. But I'm saying Antifa, right? I'm saying that group Antifa, they gonna fight them white boys. Like they ain't playing no game.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's the white boys.
They will hit them dudes with a bat. They don't care.
They come with bats. They come ready. You see with the shields on their arm, like they come ready to fight, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't playing.
The smart ones. I should have came down there like that when I went to the White House.
Yeah, there's a KKK rally. Oh, they gonna show up, bro. They they with all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they roll. That's it.
My problem is, why did we allow them to do that though? Like, hold up. Let me be perfectly honest though. I want to be perfectly honest. I do understand the necessity for rioting in other cities, but Baltimore, we already had our riot. You see what I'm saying? We already got that energy out of us. We starting to build our city back up from that. You know what I mean? So I understand the nature of a riot, but it wasn't right for Baltimore. You see what I'm saying? Because we have elections was coming up. We were already doing a lot of big things, and most of the city is pretty much getting brought back up by black people.
Same thing in Atlanta. We had no need to riot. Shit, we ain't going through that.
Antifa, not Antifa, but the white supremacists started it. They the ones started busting the glasses up. Like, I got a video. Can I show this video real quick?
Oh, you can't show video.
It's a white dude from Chicago, right? He actually says that he was out there walking his dog, and he just seen, before the protest came up the street, he seen a whole bunch of white people in black clothes just running up the street, busting all the glass before the protest got up the street. You see what I'm saying? And he was asking, like, why are white people out here doing all this? They're going to blame the black people. Why are y'all doing it? Y'all need to stop. He was like, I'm not a politician. I'm not none of this. I'm just trying to tell y'all what's really going on. And there's a lot of videos like that. There's like 18 videos that BET collected all together that I can show you if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was out there. So I mean, I saw who was doing. I saw some who was doing what. No, like black folks ain't making no Molotov cocktails, bro. Like I've been in the hood many a days and had all types of. I ain't never seen a nigga come back with a Molotov cocktail. You can make that for the low price of nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they not scientifically literate to make the Molotov car bomb?
Yeah, I ain't there.
I ain't scared. They ain't scientifically literate. Yeah, but when the last time you see that in the hood?
I know, I made one before.
You're a terrorist, huh? Shit.
What the hell I was, yo, but I was all up for anything, nigga.
But that's a rarity in the hood. I ain't never seen it in my hood. But I saw him throwing it. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, they try to stop him before they tear up a couple white businesses, you know what I'm saying? They try to, they shut that down. A couple black businesses like, yo, this is black owned. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the white boys loaded up. It came with some weapons. Like you see the sign, you gonna see ACAB when you see the sign. That's all cops are back. You see them out there.
I was out there all week, right, and all the shit. And this is the first time I'm actually scared about going to a protest, yo. Let me tell you why. Tomorrow we supposed to have this big ass protest in DC, right? What if the white supremacists ain't done? What if they start planting bombs in the crowd? What if they start driving through just shooting up people? Because they on shit like that.
Yeah, shit, that'd be bold. I don't think
they want. That's my concern at this point in time because their little rebellion shit didn't work.
Yeah, they always try that. I saw, look like the mayor painted Black Lives Matter all the way on the street up to the White House.
She gonna get fired. The president called her incompetent. She's incompetent.
That's why she painted that shit.
Funny as hell, yo. She
changed the name of the street. And changed the name of the street to Black Lives Matter.
Yo, they gonna get on a technicality. Who did you pay to paint that in the street? Why? Did you use government workers? City workers?
Money? Yeah.
Yo, she better did it right. She better got her cousin of them better been the ones that did it, yo. They gonna get on that. Yeah, the president. Hey, one thing about that dude, he don't play. He get rid of you. He funny. Yo, funny as hell. Funny guy, yo.
Hey, Donald Trump is a problem, man. Donald Trump is a problem.
I mean, it's a problem with his own self. He do what the hell he gonna do, yo. Grab the whole army to walk down the street to hold the Bible up. You know, with the doctrine of discovery, yo.
Yeah. But yo, I wanted to add on about
niggas scared of bombs. Yes, niggas are scared of bombs. Have you ever been blown up? People ask dumbass questions.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add on to something real quick. There's this thing that I was working on or studying, and I was looking at for a while. I was looking at prison funding and who funds the prisons and how that go, but that trickled down to the police brutality. So I found this study and I read that thing so fast. I was like, this it just kind of blew my mind because I didn't connect the two. So I just want to show something real quick. But let me do this really quickly. What is this?
You don't remember the thing when the judges were getting locked up because they was getting paid to send criminals to particular prisons?
Yeah, that was the Corporation of Corrections. That's a private. They was doing it to the private prison thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now the banks and the stuff ain't messing with them. But you see my screen right here, man. I hope y'all get this, man. This thing is free. So it's called Police Brutality Bonds, How Wall Street Profits from Police Violence. So I was like, what the hell? I mean, so, I want to see who wrote it. I'm going back in the book first with the sources. I said, oh, wait a minute. This is something. So I just want to show something real quick. So what we dealing with, when I heard the Candace Owens say that, and I'm looking at the Trump, and every city is different, I know, but I'm looking at from my vantage point of what I saw. And when I saw that the police was letting these people do this, I was like, damn, like, why would they? And they could just stop this right now. Why are they? And that was kind of bothering me. So that made me go back, and I looked at this, and this is shocking, right? So what do we know that the taxpayers pay for the police. We all know that. This is why people are mad. They're like, we pay you to protect the people. So when we look at the police brutality across the United States, these people pay billions of dollars every year to pay judgments out to the niggas that they wrongfully killed. So the problem with this is that the cities don't have the money to pay for this, nor the government, nor all the taxpayers, which means that you will have to rise taxes like crazy every single year. But they don't do that. So where they getting this money from to pay these people? They get these things called municipal bonds. Now, who is the people that bonds these people? Who's giving them the bonds? Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. So when they give these people these bonds, they put a crazy interest rate on it and fees on it. So it shields the actual police officer and the precinct from being liable. And these people make money off of every single time they got to pay this judgment out every single year. So now these people have lobbyists, and their lobbyists are the people who are for this tough on crime. We need to go hard. And this is the people they put in office. So when I blow this screen up, I want you to look at this. They did a study on 12 cities. So this is the police brutality bonds in 12 cities. So PA, 7.3 million. Ohio, 1.8 million. Chicago, 793 million. Cleveland, Ohio, 12.9 million. Fulton, CA, 1 million. Hammond, N, 4.8 million. Well, this is billions of dollars, bro. So every time that somebody gets killed, shot, we already know the story. They don't get convicted, they go home. People settle out because they don't got the money to go to trial, and they just want to get their money and spin off.
Oh, they take the bond money?
Yes. And then what happens is they have multiple little fees that is in there. It's not just like, I gave you this bond, you pay this over a certain period of time. No, there's other fees on it. So police brutality and what goes on in the US, this is the problem. So in this joint, because I couldn't underline this, so I got to go to my Facebook so I could get down here. Go to my Facebook. They outlined 3 solutions, right? They said cities must borrow to pay for settlements and judgments. Banks and investors should not be allowed to profit from that. Police officers must be forced to take out individual liability insurance policies to cover the cost of settlements and judgments caused by their misconduct. Governmental bodies at the local, state, and federal levels must account for and provide full transparency about which officers are behaving in ways that lead to settlements and judgments, how they are or are not being held accountable, who is paying for the misconduct, and how and who is profiting from these payments. This right here to me is like crazy because it's directly hitting the source and the foundation of not just the racism, not just it's being fueled, and it's being fueled by these financial institutions, and they are the lobbyists putting their people where they want to be at. So that it was just shocking to me when I saw this. I thought it was crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna throw this on the screen. Then I'm gonna just jump over. Y'all want to add on about this? These are these people. They call the Action Center on Race and Economy, Police Brutality Bonds, whatever. That report was written in 2018, as you can see. They got a petition that I think everybody should be a part of it. They got a social media toolkit. So if you want to be an activist and deal with this and learn like all the statistics, so you could be like Candace Owens. Only thing we talking the numbers backed by the actual, not doing a remix to the numbers. We giving you that real. So I think that people should join this, be a part of this. because you basically dealing with what we going to the heart of the problem. That's just one part of it. Because after the rebellion and after everything goes down, what's next? What do you do next? Do we just return back? What are we asking for? What's the problem? Why is this happening? These things could be changed. And at least that part. You know what I mean? So if y'all want to add on about that or got any questions about it, you let me know.
That's something I got to read. That's very interesting, bro. I'm glad you broke that out here. MBK building all day.
I saw a link on
shit,
Facebook. I get a chance to read it, but I saw it earlier.
I mean, it's long because what I did was I copied and pasted some of it, then I wrote other stuff because there's other stuff that's not in there because they didn't do a study on New York. So you see right here, I got New York City, 348 million they paid. All right. Then you got 2017, 302, and then we in the 6 month right now in New York, and they already at 300, bro. So where this money is not just coming, is not from taxpayers. These
conduct and police, like assault case and police shit.
Yeah, these police, these organizations, and it's crazy how they doing this, bro. They got loopholes after loopholes after loopholes on how they can get this money, and they use the same. The other one is called the L. What is it called? The LRA bond or L something? I can't remember off the top of my head because I just read it. They use these same bonds to build prisons. So they started doing this in the 80s. So in order to get this specific bond, I forgot what it's called. It's a LRA. It's a difference between these bonds. This bond, the government or nobody, you don't pay no taxes on it. There's no taxes on these bonds. You just pay the Pacific people back. So the banks, the same people in Wall Street, these are the people that give the county the specific money. They get their little interest off of it. The state don't got to pay taxes when they get their revenue from the stuff that goes on in the jail. So when you in the jail, there's industries there. Like in New York, the prisons make all the license plates in the whole New York. They make prosthetic legs and all this. So all this stuff is a business, bro. And this is the foundation of the problem. It's dealing with that. We attack that, and we got an organization that's dealing specifically with this. You ain't got to do the work. You just got to, go behind it and make sure that it ain't no radical stuff and you just making stuff up and playing with numbers. You know what I mean? And then go from there, man. Because after the rebellion, you got to do something. So we all of us who've been to these protests, we just saw numerous different groups seizing the time to try to push their agenda. We saw the ACAB, we see them other dudes and all these other dudes. They try to get in there and push their agenda. Where is our agenda? Our agenda is just anger, and we have the right to be mad. I don't want to talk about looting. We know why we looting. We looting because dudes ain't have it. They ain't got it. Here's the chance for you now to get what you wanted. Now here it is. So what? They going in. But they don't have there's no agenda there. And I think that's one organization we could use and whatever else somebody got. And I think that's me being active and putting in the work, man.
Yeah, I think that's very telling that y'all named these groups that were very organized around that. That just shows our lack of understanding what it means to be American. Because that's what goddamn Americans do. They organize on something. You know what I'm saying? But, I think it was true if he was saying he don't like that they came and did all that. I mean, hell, they was part of it. Shit, come on, yo. They did the dirty work.
No. It's a difference between being a part of a movement and trying to cause a reaction from a movement. They were trying to cause a reaction. They wanted to race more. They knew we was going to get beat up by the police. That's why they didn't stand on the front lines. I could see if they would throw the firecrackers and stand right there with me and get the mace. You see what I'm saying? But don't throw the shit and run all the way to the back and then run home.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about this? Because I've never been in that. I always was against that because I thought it was stupid. Now, so I'm like, what you going up and talking about? Call me when y'all ready to get when we got the team and we ready to go do what we really would need to do. I never really was into that. But I was like, yo, let me just go because I was tired of seeing the news, and I noticed that all of this stuff that is happening, they not putting this on the news. I saw mad police get their stuff pushed back, son. Yeah. Mad of these people getting dudes getting run over. They show one dude, I saw a whole bunch of stuff happen. But it's crazy because we don't know who those people are, bro. We know that it's a Black Lives Matter. We know those people. We know a couple of other organizations. We don't know these people, bro. We don't know nothing about them. They not talking to us. They there, but it's crazy because it's hard to decipher who they are unless you sit back and watch. Because I'm telling you, son, them white people was fighting these police, bro. Yeah. They was fighting them, son.
I see.
They wasn't back, and what made me like almost kind of like self-cry, I was like, yo, where the fuck is our people at, bro? Like where we at? Right. And Monday, I swear to God, son, there was 100,000 people walking through the whole Manhattan, son. There was 100,000 people there, bro. It had to be. First, I was like, oh, it's only 20,000. And I just stood there and I just was big. And I was like, yo, how many people is this? And majority of them are not Black. So it's the same thing like voting. It's the same thing when we talk about, okay, let's do local vote. It's like we not in it, son. How is these people more mad than we are, son? And we the dudes that get stopped by police. We the dudes that's getting searched for no apparent reason. We the dudes that if we pull our hand out our pocket too fast, they blowing our head off. We the dudes that, like, yo, all of this stuff that happened was like a snowball. COVID happens. Niggas is all crazy. We lost our jobs. Mad people not working. People on unemployment. People might have to file for bankruptcy. Then when the studies come out, and they say that Black people are the number one people dying to that, what the hell that's doing to our psyche? And then we get in the reasons why we dying because of lack of health care, then it's going right back to the foundation of how we got to this country and racism and all that other stuff there. Then you turn around, then our mood dude gets shot. Then George happened. Then the goddamn white woman put the icing on the cake in Central Park. She basically laid the whole foundation for how this American shit works. Oh, you want me to put my leash on my dog? Oh, I'm going to call the police and I'm going to tell them that an African American is harassing me. And this is what she did. Mm-hmm. So in her mind, yo, this shit is nuts, bro. So all of this happens. And then now this happens. People was already mad. They in their house. It's just like a combustion ball. And these other organized groups that Ankh is talking about, they knew what was going on and they organized. And this is what they doing when they go down there. Telling you, son, I seen that dude hit that thing and then backed up. Dude had the camera on. Police don't even know to grab him or let him go. And he the dude who broke in the shit.
Yeah, our numbers too long, bro. Whenever it's a turnout like that, though, you can't be discouraged, bro. You see a lot of white people. Our numbers is way too dwarf, bro. For when we always gonna look small like that. So that number should always look that way. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be a deterrent as long as we show up. You feel? As long as we show up and drove.
But this is my thing, right, about Baltimore. At least Baltimore, I could speak about. Like, if Baltimore was really mad enough about George Floyd for a riot, we'd have did it on that first day. The city would have went on fire, that we'd have been in the streets. You see what I'm saying? The reason I know Baltimore didn't want to have a riot is because it didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? It was outside influences that was coming in the city that was going to try to cause a riot. The politics in Baltimore is a little bit different because we're a majority Black city already. So we already have Black Congress people, Black local government officials, everybody pretty much Black at this point in time. You see what I'm saying? So now we're trying to work on getting them to do the right thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no different than Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
What you got to say about the rest of this, huh?
Oh no. Yeah. I was trying. Did y'all see my screen?
I saw 1,402 people died this year from cops.
Yeah. Okay, so this is, I want everybody to tune into this. This is the Washington Post, right? And they have a database. Now watch how interesting this is. It talks about, it says in 2015, the Washington Post began to log every fatal shooting by an on-duty police officer in the United States. It say in that time, there have been more than 5,000 such shootings recorded by the Post. Okay, it says the Michael Brown unarmed black man was killed in 2014 by police in Ferguson. It says a post investigation, watch this now, a post investigation found that the FBI undercounted fatal police shootings by more than half. Okay, damn, why would they do that? It says this is because reporting by police departments is voluntary and many departments fail to do so. So see, we got to stop that right there, y'all. This is one of the things that everybody needs to fight for. Every American needs to fight for it, and specifically the black community. Who knew that they didn't have to report the daggone fatal shootings? Now watch this. This one it gets funny. It say the Post data relies primarily on news accounts, social media postings, and police reports. Analysis of more than 5 years of data revealed that the number and circumstances of fatal shootings and the overall demographics of victims have remained relatively consistent. So they saying over a 5-year period, it's consistent, the demographics. You know what I'm saying? The circumstances based around that. All that's pretty much the same amount of people get. It all is primarily the same. Okay? So let me see. Let's go right to the database. Let's jump to the database. Here we go. Where you at, CK? Where you at?
I'm right there.
Okay. So this is a conversation. This is a conversation you want to have. We're not going to mention a certain person name, because if we mention the certain person name, right, we got to hold her to the fire for how she used the facts. Until I see her with a video strictly talking about the facts. So let's strictly talk about the facts right here. We're not talking about anybody that got shot. We're strictly talking about this. Black America, watch this. Based off the Washington Post database, it says Black Americans are killed at a much higher rate than white Americans. Do you see that? You want to read that? Read that, sis.
I mean, says what it says.
Go ahead,
The
finish
statistics that I have shows the actual number, how many people actually were killed unarmed.
Do me a favor before you get hyped up. Just read this for me. Go ahead.
Oh, I read these before. I've read all of them before.
Can you just read it to the people?
Now you can read it if you want to. I'm going to stick to the one that actually shows the actual number. The number of people killed unarmed by police officers. I'm sticking with that. I ain't going by the rate.
The numbers is.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. See, she's already in a space of emotionality. That's a new word.
I'm in a space of emotionality. That's you.
Because we normally read the stuff. I'm not making you read it because I think you agree or disagree, but let me finish reading. Although half of the people shot and killed by police are white, Black Americans are shot at a disproportionate rate. I'm gonna say this again, so I don't know what you're using. Matter of fact, get out of this frame. Go find what you're using. That's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna take our emotion out of it. We're gonna deal with the numbers. Although half of people shot and killed by police are white, Black Americans are shot at a disproportionate rate. It says they account for less than 13% of the U.S. population, but are killed by police at a more than twice the rate of white Americans. Hispanic Americans are killed by police at a disproportionate rate. Now here are the numbers you're looking for. Here you go. The rate at which Black Americans are killed by police is more than twice as high as the rate by white Americans. Here you go. Out of 42 million, here you go. 1,276 killed total. That's 31 per million. So 31 per million are killed by the police. Let's go to the Hispanic. 39 million. 895 are killed, right? That's 23 per million is killed. There you go. Let's come to the white Americans. Let's see. out of 197 million U.S. population, right? 2,439 are killed. So y'all see that number? 204,039. Here go black people, 1,276. That's about half, right? Watch this. 12 per million. So 12 people are killed per million in the white community than the other. I don't know who the hell the other is. All right, but there you go. So
Asians, whoever, little mixed bag, hodgepodge, whatever.
So
Yeah.
what data
That's
do
what I was
you
trying
have?
to explain to CK. That's what I was trying to explain to CK. You can't look at the raw numbers because you have to factor in the total size of the population. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to factor that
I'm
in.
not looking at the total size. Like that's how people get tripped up by saying like, oh, at a greater rate, or oh, 2 to 3 times more likely. Like I don't even be looking at that because I'm just like, yo, like how many people actually were killed? And like I said, when you look at it, it's actually because white people commit the majority of the crimes because they are the majority of the population.
Right.
So, I mean, it just shouldn't be a shock to people that they're the majority of the people that are killed unarmed.
Yeah, of course. That's
And
why.
you know what? I found the other site I was looking for the other day ago.
What's the name
Guardian,
of it?
they
What's
actually
the name
been
of it?
keeping track. I was gonna say that the Guardian, they actually have been keeping track of people that have been killed unarmed. They have been keeping track of people that have been getting killed unarmed by police officers. The Guardian has. And there's one more other site too. So I'll throw the Guardian in there for those people that may want to decide to look
What I'm
at
saying,
it.
No, go ahead and read
like
it.
But CK, which is more egregious though? 2,000.
But I can't find the original article I used last year.
Now you can't find it.
I don't even remember what I used. I just used it for that one conversation and I kept it moving. Like
really?
I wasn't holding on to websites back then like that.
Really? So you using something you don't even remember and quoting. And I got the database. You know what I'm saying?
That's what like 90% of the shit that I say. I like legitimately just 10 months ago started like keeping track of the stuff that I actually read. Like I usually just read it and I move on. I don't be holding on to stuff like that. So thank you for inspiring me to hold on to stuff.
But you understand though.
I'm just saying. You forget. I'm trying to tell you. There you go. Washington Post. The Guardian the Guardian ain't on the same level as the Washington Post.
Why do you say that?
Because it's not. And that's a database right there.
I'm just saying, why do you say that the Guardian's not on point compared to the Washington Post?
It's not. I'll take the Washington Post over the internet-based Guardian anytime, any day.
That sounds like a personal preference.
Yeah, the Guardian got a little better, but they used to be pretty messed up with some misinformation. But
yeah, right.
They got
I didn't say that they were the only ones. I just said I know that they are one of the websites I recall seeing, keeping track of that, like by name, like getting the person's name, date of birth, their photo, and all that good stuff, and then people,
So let's hear what they say. Let's hear what you thought they said. Let's hear that.
No, that's not where I got the statistic from. I was just saying that is a site that people can use if they're trying to look for people that have been killed unarmed in the country.
CK, I have the stat, and I would give it to you, but nah, I'm gonna make you find it.
No, I'm saying I can't find the one that I originally used.
I know which one you're talking about.
How do you know? Like, I don't even remember the name of the site that I used.
Trust me, I know. I got it. You know I got it.
I don't know why Unc laughing. Like, how is that so hard to believe that I read something and I don't remember where I read it from? I remember what it said, but I don't remember where I read it from.
1,042 people have been shot and killed by police in the past year. They don't matter whether they're armed or unarmed. That's not there, including everybody that has been shot and killed. So it don't matter what you come up with. This is the number.
You can see me, Unc. You see my screen?
Man, go ahead.
Yes, this is what she talking. This is what she talking about. And this is what that Cohen lady was talking. So this is Statistica, right?
Well, this is what I was going to use, but this is not the original site that I had used.
So you see how it says number of people shot to death by the police in the United States from 2017 to 20 by race. So they got white 457 in 2017, 399 in 2018. All of those numbers are higher than black, according to this paper. But the one that I read the one that I read, the statistic I read says something different from this, and the one that you read said this. So what's the game here being played? Somebody
no, it said the same thing.
They're the
but
same thing.
said the
Add them
same-
up.
Yeah.
You gotta add them up.
You got to base it on the population size to see the egregiousness in what's being done. Otherwise,
right. I agree. I get it.
It's about the rate.
Yeah, here you go right here. It says 400. Go back up there again. It says 447.
Oh, me? Oh, here you go.
Yeah, you got it. 447 white people were shot. Look, black 223. That's half, right? But you only got 42 million black people. See the difference? They got that's the difference right there. They broke it down right here, and it's right here. It says.
yeah, you got 197 million white people.
Yeah, yo, come on, yo, it's right here. Look, that's the point I'm trying to make. That's that. Yeah, you got 197 million white people, and it say 2,439 was killed, right? And then black people, half of that, 1,276 is disproportionate. We only got 42 million people. So it's basically they just broke the numbers down. It's numbers, right?
And you got to look at how many of them were killed unarmed. How many white folks were armed that got killed, and how many black folks were? I mean, how many white folks were unarmed?
Yeah, I was trying to find that the other day.
They got all that right here though. The database is off the chain, yo.
That's all that's important.
Yeah, shooting happened across the country. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, that's why I told you fatal police shooting, unarmed people who have been significantly declined, experts say. They must be getting better at their job, huh? Not fast enough.
That's because they start putting them damn police cameras and mandatory cameras on. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But you see them cops, even them cops turn them off now.
Yeah, check this out too. This is just piggybacking off of what I said. These people be robbing each other. How the hell, listen to this, bro. How the hell did Goldman Sachs rob the New York City police pension fund for $6 billion?
And get away.
Dirty game.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, what the hell is going on here? And then they switched it to, offshores to like Malaysia, and then they put all the blame on them. So now they good again. All of these people is crooks, bro. They all crooks, bro. They all crooks, and they all out for financial gain. This is the root of all this shit, son. And I don't know what it's going to take to wake the people up. Be attacking it from that point. I think if we learn this shit and get it down packed, like we got everything down packed, and organize around it, son, it's a wrap.
Yeah, you can work it right. Yeah, I mean, because you gotta take advantage of it. You can work it right. Hey, CK, do me a favor. Put the link in the chat for me, please.
Unc is not letting them numbers go. This guy here, man. Yo, this nigga crazy, son.
Nah. I'm saying, I mean, come on, yo, we can all count. It's still double the black people getting shot. Like it's telling the story. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I'm just, this shit, man. I don't even know what to say. I kind of think some things are going to change around here, man. We not going back to regular life because of this COVID shit. Shit, my business don't even open back up in August, bro.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Because my shit is in phase 4 of opening up here. I mean,
they skipped phase 4. They went wide open, yo, with the whisper comment. By the time it burned through, by the time the virus burned through, it don't matter no more. Yo, like enough people gonna have gotten sick where now you get herd immunity at this point, bro. Watch. Yep.
Yeah, I was downtown. I saw like 2 little white girls, right, with the little signs and shit, right? They like 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't got no agenda. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, if that's the next generation, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? We'll be all right.
That's what it is. I mean, you gotta face it, yo. They not even looking at white people the same way we look at white people. Remember, Elijah Muhammad said the white man was the devil. You know what I'm saying? We're like, come on, yo, I ain't giving them no power. We don't even refer to them as devils no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, the devil, like, you done gave him too much power. This shit, the God and the devil is one and the same. That's what we say. Like, come on, dude. The devil? Hey, you making him a superhero. Like they put their pants on just like we do.
Yeah, you know, it was time perspective though.
Yeah.
Because he used it as a science. They was like, yo, you black people was nothing. So he had to come up with something. He said, okay, I'm gonna use this Bible. I'm gonna twist this around. Yo, you are God. You are the mothers and fathers of civilization. This guy is a murderer. He's a killer.
Yeah.
He pillages.
Yeah.
He's a raw. And you ain't even got to go in no statistics on this. You just be like, yup. You know what? They just lynched Ronald down the block. Yeah. How do I join? Where do I sign up? I'm signing up, son. Makes sense to me. You ain't got to get too deep into it. Shit is right there, bro.
Yeah, but they don't. But like, you know, looking at my family, how they was raised, and like they gonna come up looking at the world totally different than how I saw it, and that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think about what? So Unc, I ain't hear you speak about this. What do you think about these European protesters? What do you think about this? Because a lot of people out here saying they infiltrators, they don't know what we going through.
I think
They shouldn't be there. What do you think about it?
I think they know what the hell's going on. Social media has connected everything and everybody and all thoughts. And I think, you know what I'm saying, just be glad that since it's 197 million of them, that some of them took the time out their goddamn busy day and join you in your struggle. And the youth made that connection, yo. When we was like, yo, get out of here with that. The youth, they organized, get on the front line. If you bow to show me. You know what I'm saying? The youth, like, we from Missouri, show me. And they out there. So whether they throwing bricks and all that, who cares? They out there. And ain't nobody talking about the white. Everybody's talking about the fact that everybody is taught of that. It's like when Martin Luther King and them, his message was so powerful, this particular leader, right? That everybody understood that message. The message wasn't for white people. Right now, it's not for white people. But the message is so powerful, it resonates with everybody. You know what I'm saying? They got a brother or a sister that could potentially die by the hands of police. Everybody can be affected by this. You know what I'm saying? Like between you and truth, man, y'all full so hard. I say, why the hell is they fighting so hard like that with me? What y'all was basically trying to say is, check this out, yo. The message is so powerful. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get it. Of course I got the damn message. But the message is so powerful that it is resonating with everybody all around the world, man.
Yeah,
Who knew?
Yo, son, I heard people say this before, but it sounds like it looks like you got people in Africa, people in Germany, people in New Zealand. They all turning up. It's like people been waiting for us to rise up, son.
Yeah. I heard a country in Africa stormed the U.S. embassy.
The embassy. Right. Yeah, but that was for something. That was for something else though, because one of the UN officials over here from that country got killed over here. That they killed the African, but that was kind of weird that way. That story. I don't know too much about it. Yeah. They're not giving no details about it. They said they tried to stop him. He didn't want to stop. Then he got out of the car, started shooting him, and they killed the African. So they turned it up now.
Yeah, I think we really witnessing the power of social media. Like it's really on full display.
I want y'all to understand this too, yo. It's two different type of white people that's out there though. You got the good white people that's out there actually helping. You see what I'm saying? You got the ones out there with the medics that's out there with the baking soda water, washing the mace out your eyes. You got a whole bunch of good white people out here. But I'll be damned if I call these people these white supremacists, because that's who they are. They're white supremacists, my enemy, my friend. They're not my friend. What they were trying to do was start a race war. They was trying to get us fucked up. And I'm not going to agree with that at all, because I seen them trying to do it.
Yeah, nobody agrees with that, bro. We were talking about, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking, no, but it's kind of like, like Unc was just saying, like it was, we should have just let the, disagree with the white people that came in and was busting the glass and everything and doing all that. I don't agree with it because simple fact of who they were and why they were doing it. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with us uprising, because I think every city needed that. I think every city needed to show the police department exactly what the fuck was up when you piss people the fuck off. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is, that should be our choice. white supremacists should not get to make that choice for whatever purpose they wanted to make it. Because that was really an attack on us. They went to cemeteries and was spray painting people tombstones, Black Lives Matter. So what you think these white people gonna start thinking? That's gonna make them more racist. That's like it's anti what we trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying I'm not disagreeing with none of that, but I'm talking. I'm talking about the good I saw in it. I mean, like it's something we ain't never seen.
Yeah, I love the white people that was out there actually doing the shit.
This is gonna be
a lot of good ones out there. I'm not trying to take nothing from them at all.
Yeah, this
I'm just saying we was infantry.
Like this moment gonna be stamped like in history, bro. Like 100 years from now, they can be talking about the coronavirus pandemic, and you know what I'm saying? Like this gonna be talked about. Like one of the most monumental times in history, man. Like you like I said, you're looking at the power of social media, bro. Like worldwide.
Man. Hey, yo, Unc, you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
The Reparation Organization of White People in Solidarity with Black Liberation. Our mission, the Uhuru Solidarity Movement, is the organization of white people formed by and working under the leadership of the African People's Social Party and the leadership of Chairman Amali Yashati. Our mission is to organize in the white community to build a mass movement for white reparations to African people in the form of political and material solidarity with the African community-led struggle for African liberation, self-determination, and national liberation. What the fuck, son? Yo, let me just get this off the screen.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I never seen no shit like that. When I saw them 100,000 people, bro, I was just like, oh shit. Yo, they was giving out face masks. They was being scientifically literate.
Yeah. Yeah,
they was giving out face masks, hand sanitizer.
Like they walked onto the major highway, 8-lane highway, man, and clogged it up, bro. Stop all traffic. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out the car signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the youth. I saw them standing up today, like 3-4 on the corner with a Black Lives Matter sign out there. Just
that shit. Yo, it just looked crazy to me, son. Yo, they was going ham. Black Lives Matter. The women, I know why they was screaming that shit. I already know why they screaming that for. I know why they screaming. Damn, son, they got the cops right outside my building. This shit crazy, bro.
Hey, but you see how but you see how, like in Atlanta, right? Them police officers tasing black kids.
Yeah, I saw that.
Immediately, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if this wasn't going on, they wouldn't have fired them dudes.
Oh, in Atlanta, bro? Oh, yeah, bro. They up out of here, nigga. Like, that's how it works.
Yeah, like I mean, they would have probably got them, but it wouldn't have been that immediate.
No, it would have been the same. Yeah, it wouldn't have been the same day like that, but yeah.
It would have been like, oh, we're gonna suspend them, off-duty deaths. They like, no, we can't let nothing. Yo, these dudes, it kind of like do look like the 60s. Like, these dudes is on display with the camera on. Every day they doing sucker shit. And I'm just sitting here loving it. I'm jumping around like, man. I'm jumping around doing backflips.
Yeah, I was
my favorite video is the Bronx video, yo. That's my favorite. Y'all watch that video like 150 times.
Yo.
Huh?
What video?
Oh, the shit that popped off in the Bronx. The police were trying to grab this dude. So a dude ran up and hit him with a garbage can. Bang! Hit the police with the garbage can. Then the other dude came and rocked him. Bang! And I was like, yeah! Yo! I was jumping around going crazy, bro.
Talking about no comrade gets left behind video.
Yeah, no comrade get. They ain't need their man. I love to watch it. I'm like, that shit was just crazy, bro.
Hey, but lightly is, what I mean, not also being spoke about, like, yo, it's some black folks that got rubbed off too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
In the midst of
yeah,
this that nobody even talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like a young
yeah.
black store owner, you know what I mean? A store owner about it, black. Oh, shit, yeah. Some folks dying out here, man.
Yeah, man. What y'all thought about that Dykeman thing?
With the other three?
No, the shit with Dykeman where they said the Dominicans ran the blacks out.
Where?
Oh, in Chicago?
No, yeah, that happened too over there. They shot the dude. Over here, they did the same thing.
They shot what dude in Chicago? What happened?
Machete dude? Machete dude?
I forgot what it was. No, it was some kind of Spanish dude. They ran the blacks out of their hood or some shit like that, and they came back and they clapped.
Yeah, I seen that video. I seen they was live when that shit happened.
I ain't seen that one.
Grab all the AKs.
Hey, did y'all put the link in the chat?
No. How we gonna put the link in the chat and we ain't got no wrench?
I've been put it in the chat. Goodness.
Yeah, I know you playing Call of Duty. I know you is.
He's kind of quiet.
Yeah, she ain't a gamer no more.
I'm actually looking for a book.
She ain't a gamer no more, yo. She dropped her gaming flag. You dropped your gaming flag.
For the revolution.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just sitting. Yeah, that was just. Yo, dude, those white women was turning up, bro. They was out there in full force.
Was it? Yeah, Brad. Sean, where you at, Marcy? I want that work. I stay wanting that work. Where you at? Herd immunity is herd immunity. Whether it's herd immunity by a vaccine or
but hold up, you might want to calm down. Actually, Sean's right. Because one of
the
the lectures,
I don't believe it.
One of the lectures I was listening to this week, that is one of the things that the virologist was talking about.
Smoke. I want the smoke. Let Sean come in here. Now I mean, want the smoke. You want the smoke, nigga?
I don't want people
But Rob Bourne.
Yes.
I was reading that book I told you I bought. I'm still like on like chapter. Yeah, I'm like on chapter like 1-ish, going into 2.
Yo.
And I was reading
Sean.
about
Okay. Yo, Sean.
No, just say I was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all good. What?
No, you said you was reading what?
I was reading about America Beach, and about how it was originally used. Of course, to have slaves there as well. And of course, once slavery was over, they were still smuggling a lot of not just slaves but other things as well through there. And one of the guys that kind of like one of the black men that kind of set up the area and established it was A.L. Lewis. And then he started an insurance company.
Or your natural immunity, it don't matter.
And like they was able to build it up pretty decent. They built homes there for like the people that like sold a lot of insurance there.
Eradicate the disease.
They had, medical staff for the people there so they can, get some type of assistance if they weren't feeling well or whatnot. And it's just interesting. I ain't never heard of it before. Like, still reading it, and I'm thinking about doing like little small mini slides on it.
Wait, back to that. What I'm saying is that if enough people catch it, right, it'll be able to get us out the pandemic. I didn't eradicate.
Yo, put the link in the chat. I want to see somebody die. Put the link in the chat. I want to see somebody die.
Yeah, man.
I don't know who's gonna die. You can put it in there.
Look, immunity is immunity at the end of the day, though. Let's get that straight.
Hey, Sean, I bought the mask.
Yeah, man, get that Spears of the Mossy, man. Posse. Kofi Pasa research team.
Yeah, I got it. I gotta go check and see if it came in. I got it. I bought it. Should be here.
Yeah.
So what was they disagreeing about herd immunity? I mean, what was the disagreement?
I have to find the actual. I need to start dropping it in the pseudo killers for y'all. Like I'll drop, what I've been listening to. But what they were talking about was basically that, hey, you know,
What?
in order for herd immunity to be effective, I think they said that like 80 something ish percent of the
Yep.
population would need to be vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
But they also said that like there's no guarantee that that'll be effective. And I forgot why. I forgot the reason that they said why.
Because it mutates.
Like I said, I'll be listening to this stuff on my way home.
Yeah, even because even if either vaccinated or you had it, immunity is immunity, like your uncle says. Whether you got vaccinated or you already had it, if that percentage hit a certain number, it's gonna be effective. Period.
Yeah.
Well, see, the problem with that is they said that people that have had the virus and, you know, survived it, like some of them are still showing up positive like months later.
That was no.
They're still showing like they're not having no symptoms. They're not having nothing
They
going
already
on.
corrected. I think they already corrected.
Yo, man, why you want to smoke with CK, man? Why you keep trying to beat up, bro? What's wrong with you, man? I gotta step up now. Leave her alone.
And I think like the other thing that they said that's going on too is like with people that, you know, that survive from going to the hospital over COVID, you know, they recover and all that good stuff. They go back home, go back to work and all that good stuff. They're starting to have other issues afterwards, like
listen,
I got the
antibody. My blood and my immune system
dietarial
is waste a
issues.
lot of money. I'm rich.
You already got
because the people they're
Yeah, I ain't got that shit though. I wish I did have it so I could have that antibody.
that's partially why they're trying to encourage a lot of people to get tested too, because they're saying that a lot of people they think that there's a decent amount of the population that are asymptomatic. They're not having no symptoms, no nothing, and they just
they wouldn't even think. Most people that get it are asymptomatic. So, if they've had it, they'll be up there.
Don't even realize it.
Yeah.
And then they said that like with the children, like those that, you know, do end up going to the hospital and, you know, they have to do a lot of different things with them to try to help them make it through COVID, that they're appearing to have something which they call something similar to Kawasaki's disease. Which I need to look that up. It causes some kind of like rash on the body and then causes all kind of like breathing complications and whatnot. I have to look it up.
Yeah, I think George Floyd was asymptomatic. He said he had COVID.
That's okay. Thank you. Oh,
just had a report said he was asymptomatic too. Dealt with. So he had it back like a couple months ago. They were saying.
Yeah, and that's like the main thing. Like Sean's correct too, y'all. Like that's the main thing. A lot of the the virologists and microbiologists are trying to insist with the doctors that they don't tell their patients that just because you had the virus and you survived or whatever, that you're immune, or that hey, you took the test or whatever and you're negative, so you're immune, because that's not the case.
Yeah, but Sean's saying people are not gaining immunity that caught COVID. That's incorrect. Some are. Some.
Can I ask y'all something?
They are.
Some are to degree.
What do you guys think about George Floyd?
For that.
Do you think that was a murder? What do you guys think about?
How can you be immune to a virus though? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like it don't.
We talk about
immunity. Immune as in it doesn't.
I gotta ask you, man, because there's a war zone.
Or you mean immune as in you can't get it?
So I'm like, it's just weird because we used to seeing people kill the police and y'all all stand behind them. So now you here. I just wanted to like, what do you really feel about it? Do you think it was right? Do you think there was a criminal thing? What do you think about it?
Obviously wrong.
Yeah, I never heard officers say that. What about you? What you think about it?
You can't even hear what they saying, Rob.
Who's Rob? Oh, you talking to somebody else? I thought you was talking. I stopped talking.
What he did was wrong, but I'm not going to come to some conclusion about it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by not a conclusion about it?
No, so where's he?
Wrong, right?
Somebody outside.
Died. But I'm not going to say what his motivation was behind it.
So what do you think when he had his knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 26 seconds? Was that normal with no?
No, that's what I'm saying. Wrong. Failed. I'm just saying, I don't know what, like, I just look at it like a different way. Like, what the people done like what policy to prevent, you know what I mean?
Well, your officer could
Okay,
follow it.
anyways,
He
well,
said
we ignoring Rob
turn
Boy.
him
Rob
over.
Boy over there talking to people.
Yeah,
That's like you
Rob
could have
Boy,
turned him
mute
over.
out.
Now let it rock out. We heard you.
But
You
it's
can't
good
even
though,
hear the
because
dude he talking to.
I don't normally get to talk to an officer, and I wanted to ask y'all like what you really think about it.
What did he say?
Because like when Sean Bell happened or whatever, y'all, I mean, it's like my friends. I'm gonna be by my friends, right or wrong. But y'all the second people I talked to and y'all said that. Never heard that before. So salute.
What did he say?
Hello?
What did the police say?
Oh shit. My screen is on.
What did he say?
Huh? Oh, they said that. They said it was wrong, bro.
Yeah.
That's the second time I never heard an officer say that. They'll just look at you like you crazy, but he's like, yeah, that shit was wrong.
How you outside with the curfew and ain't getting locked up?
Nigga, I'm the guard, Rob Horn.
Let me find out why. Goodness gracious. We got this.
I'm
So-
sorry. I'm sorry, but
Sosa
listen,
was in the
CK,
middle of explaining something.
CK, listen. You don't know nothing
Yes,
about this
brother.
virus. You don't know nothing about this virus. I don't know nothing about this virus.
Okay.
Sosa don't know nothing about this virus. Y'all don't know nothing about no immunity. I think all of y'all got the COVID, especially Unc. He got that shit. Unc got that shit. Okay, I'm done now.
I mean, I ain't been tested, so I could be asymptomatic. But if that was the case, I would be spreading it to everybody at work, and like nobody's
Not forever.
getting it. So my boyfriend don't have it. So I don't really go nowhere, yo. I just go to work and I come home.
And but I was saying, if you look into the antibody test, right? The reason they do the antibody test is to see if you're developing immunity to it, if you're producing an immune response to the virus. So there are cases of people.
Yeah, immune response and immunity is not the same thing. So
Yo, it's free
talk
too.
about
I gotta go take it.
Response to that, or immune response to that, like they're saying that is like they're saying it's likely you won't. Now I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but they're saying it's likely you won't recatch it. Like I think I heard the first one you talked about. I think that about them testing for it again. I think that one was kind of old. I remember hearing talk about that like some couple of months back.
Yeah, they was talking about that in China. They was saying that
that's
when they open stuff up.
Yeah.
And they said they tested the people. They say, "Yo, man, these dudes, they still got they positive again," and they didn't understand that. And then they was talking about the test that they
corrected
used.
that.
They was talking about the test that they use, and they said in their article I read that they tested 50%. I was like, 50%? What you mean 50%? Those tests is the same tests that are here. So what we talking about here, bro?
Some people are using different tests too, Ramon. You got to be careful.
Yeah, I don't know who's using what. I just know
From
that
the
they
way
said
that it was explained to me is that you should use the PCR test.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's what they was using. I forgot. I will have to go find the article again, but that kind of like shocked me that people have it. They quarantined, they recovered, and then they was debating on, well, is this the antibody? Well, why is this reading this way? And they ain't have an answer for it, bro. But listen, I'm gonna join Team Conspiracy. If all these people who was out there in them goddamn protests don't got COVID, I'm Team Conspiracy.
I mean, you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks to find out. Shit, I was out there, but I had my mask on. Fuck all that. And I stayed to the back of the line.
Now, everybody, I mean, most of the people that I was next to, they had a mask on. Everybody. And then the people was giving out masks.
Some people didn't.
They was giving out them masks. I wasn't next to no people with no masks.
Yeah. See, like I had no idea. I found out about the protest like literally at the last kind of like moment. And then I was trying to double check to see like, yo, like who's organizing it? Like, where are we meeting at? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what's going on. I just overheard people talking about it in my timeline. And then like one person warned me and was like, yo, see, don't go to this one because it's supposedly going to be a Trump rally set up by white supremacists or whatever. And then they showed me a flyer for Antifa because Antifa did theirs at like 12:30. They were like, hey, we're going to be peaceful. And I was like, damn, that's a shock. And then the Trump people was supposed to be doing theirs at 1 in the same area. And the one set up by the black community was the one at 3. And I was cool with going to that one because like a lot of the people that, that was tagging it and saying that they was, participating and then that they were part of the organizing team or whatever, I went to school with those people. So I was like, cool. So I went up there. And then, I ended up running into some people and I asked some people some questions like to see what was going on. And they were saying that, hey, I was wondering why they were going one particular direction instead of the direction that they said in the post that they said that they was going. So I'm glad I followed these people that was like walking in the other direction because I would have ended up going the wrong direction. You know what I mean? Trying to catch up to the big group.
You've been protesting by yourself, huh? In the wrong direction.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing. So the dude, one of the dudes told me, he was like, yo, like we switched up on them. We told the police that we were going this direction, but we switched up on them and went the other way because like people were getting death threats on Facebook from white supremacists saying that they were going to run us over, they were going to shoot us or whatever, and that they were going to start a riot or some kind of craziness like that. So they kind of like switched up on them and went a different direction. But the police, they were pretty chill. They were mostly just following us and making sure that no one ran any of the protesters over. And they even snatched up one white dude and they had to arrest him because he was definitely like trying to start drama for like no reason. But it was really peaceful. It was real chill. And I mean, I'm glad I went out there.
I'm not breaking. I'm breaking curfew. I feel good. Peaceful protest. I'm breaking curfew. I feel good.
I don't know how you do it. Damn, on this motherfucker. Hey, look, I'm out of here, man. Look, man, appreciate everybody in the chat. Came through. We got
Unc was about to
Sean
start
P.
snoring. Oh, Sean P ran today. Sean ran today. He ain't want to come on. He ain't want that smoke. He ain't want that smoke with the Anka cat. He want to stay in the chat. He ain't want that smoke.
All right, Don, appreciate you coming through. Sean P.
Before you close it down,
what? The new shit?
I'm gonna drop the link to the lectures I've been listening to.
Oh.
I'm just gonna drop the dude's YouTube channel. That'll be easy.
Johnson, yeah, drop that. What's up, Evans? Boy, appreciate y'all coming through. See you, Fall. What's up? Aziz Fall. Mm-hmm.
Peace to CK, sister CK in the building. She sound kind of tired today.
Man, I'm surprised I'm not falling asleep.
Get her. Call me emotional.
Yo, CK, if you would have saw you want to see emotional, you should have saw my post I made about early. And then he texted me before, right after I posted it. I was like, oh, man. I got emotional.
Yeah, I got you with that good post though, with the camera, the shoot.
Yeah. He called me. I was like, oh, he talking shit.
That was a good one.
He got me with that one. He got me.
Good morning, yo. Yeah, everybody up and crazy. I'm at the end of the day, yo, everybody, we all settle back, yo. And it's all good, yo.
Man, please look into that thing, bro. All you doing is just signing up to this shit. The tools and all that shit is online, son. And you just spread the fucking word, bro.
And Robo dropped the video, man. God, man.
On what?
Nah, don't do that, Robo. If you were doing something criminal, I wouldn't do it.
Nah, no, I ain't talking about that.
Bro, the video, history video?
Right, man. You talking about May 1st, man. Damn June.
Oh, yeah. Man, listen. I done had some shit going on. I had to disappear for a minute. I had to get low. And then what happened was I bought a new phone. So when I bought the phone, I don't know what happened. Everything's supposed to went to my iCloud. I pulled this shit up. This shit got missing slides. Fucking words is all out of place. I would do that shit down. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm fucking with this shit right now. This shit giving me a headache. That shit got me tight, B. I pulled the shit up. And I'm like, yo, there's supposed to be 40 slides here. What the fuck is this? Where's the goddamn shit? And then it said 2. So when I went to the second one, I was like, what is this? Then the words is not, I'm gonna post it though. I'm gonna post it up. It's a good one though. I'm gonna post it up.
For sure.
But the NOI gonna be mad at me though. They gonna be madder than a motherfucker. They gonna be like, he's supposed to be a pop center. They gonna be panting and shit. It's just history though. Goddamn, man.
What they say? They said, did somebody say Lil Wayne said something, or they just tripping?
Yeah, he said something.
Or something stupid.
We should have talked about Drew Brees today too. That fucking football fuckboy.
We get him tomorrow.
The fuck?
We get him tomorrow. Yeah, we get him tomorrow. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. Shoot.
Peace.
All right, brother.
Peace.
Peace. Y'all
All right.
have fun, man.